Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. So in the last lessons, we have discussed the 5 types of phrases, or 5 of the 6 types. So before we move on, a quick recap. And also, we are going to learn how to merge these phrases together. Okay, we'll discuss that shortly. So before we go on, just a quick recap. We have phrases. A phrase is a what? An expansion of a noun. And the types of phrases are 3 of them. One is, well, no, those are types of phrases. Let's label them. Like the first section is what? The Matan Arab, the buddies. Matan Arab. Which one are these? The conjunction phrase, which is what? Ma'tufun alay, and the harfu atf and the ma'tuf. They match in Arab. Then the appositive phrase, the mubdal minhu and the badal, they match in Arab as well. Then you have the super buddies. They match in everything. D-I-N and G. This is the man'ut and the nat, descriptive phrase. And the demonstrative phrase, ismul ishara, musharun ilay. They match in everything. Then we have the naughty enemies, which are mudafun and mudafun ilay. Right? So they don't match in number and gender. They don't match in anything, and they don't follow the rules. They don't have alif lam or tanween. The mudaf doesn't have alif lam and tanween. The enemies, they don't match, and the naughty, they doesn't follow the rules of alif lam and tanween. Correct? So the buddies, super buddies, and the naughty enemies. Keep it in your mind. Easy way to keep it in your mind. Okay? Now, right. Now moving on, what we want to do now is how do we structure a phrase, but within that phrase there's another phrase. There's a phrase, but within that phrase is what? Another phrase. Okay? Pious boy. Pious boy. What is that? Is that a noun or a phrase? It's a phrase. What kind of phrase is it? Man'ut and nat. You're describing the boy. So pious is describing the boy. Brilliant. This pious boy. It's a phrase. Because this is what? Ismul ishara. And the thing you're pointing towards is the boy. So it is man'ut nat plus what? Ismul ishara musharun ilay. So now we're getting complex. It's easy. It's just a bit more. Again, layers. It's now adding another layer. And then if you put this phrase within a phrase into the sentence, now we have 3 different layers. We have the mubtada khabar layer. We have the ismul ishara musharun ilay layer. Then we have the man'ut nat layer. Do you understand? So now it's layers. You have to make sure that you're able to decipher it correctly. Okay? So how would you say this in Arabic? هذا الولد الصالح صادق. هذا الولد الصالح صادق. So now what happens now? This pious boy is truthful. Now how do you do tarkeeb of this? Let me show you. So the first part is the easy part. It's the top in blue. You label the main parts. What's the mubtada? What's the khabar? Is it jumla ismiya or jumla fa'liya? Jumla ismiya. Because the jumla ismiya, mubtada and khabar. Yes? So we know that sadiqun is a khabar, has tanween, and this part is the mubtada. Now, so when we're doing this, so we have this part here. Okay, and we have this khabar. Okay? So we work down. Now when we have more than one layer of phrase, what do we have? More than one layer of phrase, you go upwards. So the bigger the layer, the higher the layer, it goes lower. Okay, so now this sentence has how many phrases? How many types of phrase? There are 2 things in this. What are they? The man'ut nat and the ismul ishara musharun ilay. But what order do you put it in? Before mubtada, what becomes the mubtada? Man'ut nat. Okay, you said man'ut nat. So if we say man'ut nat become the mubtada, is that correct? So yeah, so I wrote in the wrong color anyways. What becomes the man'ut nat? What becomes the mubtada? The ismul ishara. So you put that bottom here. You put here ismul ishara. And then this becomes what? That becomes the mubtada. But then the musharun ilay is made up of what now? Man'ut nat. So now you need a bit of planning. You got to plan. How do you have to plan? By knowing how many layers you have to analyze it and then leave space accordingly. Is it 2 layers? Is it 3 layers? And you have to work upwards. But if you don't work downwards, work upwards. And just trust me, I know why you do it this way. It becomes easier to understand. Are you following me? So at the lower, the bigger, the higher, so you put the mubtada khabar at the top, or the fa'il, fa'il, maf'ul bihi, etc. at the top. And at the bottom, you work your way upwards. You have to plan how many layers are there in this. So there's one layer is the ismul ishara musharun ilay layer, and the second layer is the man'ud na'at. Which one do you put at the bottom? You put that layer at the bottom, which eventually is a first division. So the first division of the mubtada is the ismul ishara musharun ilay. Then the musharun ilay is divided into man'ud na'at. Does that make sense? I hope it's making sense, okay? You have to pay attention with me and follow me. It's very, very important. It's not difficult, it just needs a bit of attention. Okay? So you do ismul ishara, musharun ilay is the first breakdown. Then you go up another level and you break the musharun ilay down into man'ud and na'at. Do you understand how it's working? Okay. Next one. Sadiqu Khalidin wa dhalika ar-rajulu qawiyan. What's the translation of this? Do you have a go? What's the translation of this? Khalid's friend. Where's those two strong men? See, that's why you have to think, get the phrases. What's the khabar? What's the mubtada? The mubtada is Sadiqu Khalidin and dhalika ar-rajul. So translate accordingly. How do you translate it? Khalid's friend and that man are strong. So Khalid's friend and that man are strong. So Khalid's friend and this, I got this man, what's wrong in there? Is that man. Doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. But anyways, I made a mistake. So Khalid's friend and that man are strong. So you put the sentence in the middle, and how do you break this down? So first you have to break down the top layer. What's the top layer? Is the mubtada. Sadiqu Khalidin wa hadha ar-rajul is a mubtada and qawiyan is khabar. Yes? Okay. Now, is the mubtada one word or is it a phrase? Is it one phrase or more than one phrase? More than one phrase. So first you have to decide what is the first breakdown of the mubtada. What's the first breakdown of the mubtada? But if you make mudhaf ilay, then that's not the mubtada. This is only mudhaf ilay. What's the biggest phrase in this? Pardon me? Correct. Ma'tufun alay and harfu atf and ma'tuf. So this fills, so you have to look at it, what fills up the entire slot? Do that first. So what fills up the entire mubtada slot? The ma'tuf alay, the harfu atf and the ma'tuf. Now, are any of these phrases within themselves? Yes. So how do you break ma'tuf alay up? Sadiqu Khalid is mudhaf ilay and hadha ar-rajul is ismun ishara musharun ilay. So we have the phrase and then we're breaking the phrase down. Do you understand? So first of all, you do the main top parts. Yes? And if you have a phrase within a phrase, you look at which phrase will take up the whole slot. Do that one at the bottom. Then work your way upwards, dividing each phrase. Okay? This is quite easy. Let's do this one. Your turn. Read it in Arabic first. ليس هذا الولد القوي كاذبا. نعم. So first of all, blue pen and you do the top. What do you do? ليس is فعل ناقص. Then you have to look for the ism and the khabar. What's the ism? هذا الولد القوي is the اسم ليس. And then after you have كاذبا. كاذبا is what? خبر ليس. Are any of these phrases? اسم الإشارة مشار ليس. اسم ليس is a phrase. Is it one phrase or more than one phrase? It's more than one phrase. But which phrase fills up the entire slot? What is the main phrase in this? Ismul ishara is hada. What are you pointing towards? A strong boy. That becomes the musharun ilayhi. And the musharun ilayhi is made up of what? Man'ud and na'at. You see how you do it? Everybody following me? Okay, next one. Your turn. Read it nice and clear.
ذلك الماء البارد.
ذلك الماء.
البارد.
شربت فاطمة بنت خالد ذلك الماء البارد. Blue pen, and let's do the main parts first.
شربت فاطمة.
شربت is
فعل.
فعل. Then
فاطمة بنت خالد is فاعل.
very good. فاطمة بنت خالد is the فاعل. And then
ذلك الماء.
ذلك الماء.
ماء.
And what will barid become? So this is all مفعول. مفعول به. Okay? Then are any of these phrases? So let's break the fa'il down. Is a fa'il, is it one phrase or more than one phrase? More than one phrase. What are the phrases?
فاطمة بنت خالد.
What do you think it's going to be? What's mudaf mudaf ilayh? So bintu Khalid is mudaf mudaf ilayh, but does that take up the whole slot? So there's a bigger phrase. What's the bigger phrase? Fatima bintu Khalidin. Who can help him? Any idea? No ideas? What does Fatima bintu Khalid become? Mubdalun minhu badal. Very good. So this becomes, you say here, Mubdalun minhu, and bintu Khalidin becomes the badalun. Then the badalun becomes what? What's the badal made up of? Mudaf and mudafun ilayhi. Do you continue now? What's the maf'ul bih? Is it one phrase or more than one phrase? More than one phrase. What phrase makes up the whole slot? So ismul ishara and musharun ilay. Ismul isharati, and it becomes musharun ilayhi. And then this is made up of what? Man'ud and na. And translate? Yeah, translate the whole sentence. Fatima, comma, mubda min badal. Fatima, comma, Khalid's the daughter of Khalid, Khalid's daughter, comma, drank that cold water. Very good. Nice and rubbing my hands, nice and entertaining. Okay? Okay, read it first. It's not going to be easy because it's new. But it's not hard. The first time you're doing it, it's going to be a challenge. But as you get used to it, you'll do it in like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, like 3 seconds. G. Okay, read it first. Yeah, so جاء محمد ولد أو ولد ولد ذلك المعلم الجديد وتلك البنت الصغيرة زينب. Let's read it again and try to process the meaning in your mind. You have to have the meaning as well. جاء means to come. So جاء محمد ولد ذلك المعلم الجديد وتلك البنت الصغيرة زينب. Yeah? So first blue pen. That's the easy part. جاء فعل. I know that as well. Do the main part now, the challenging part. محمد ولد. Muhammadun. Okay, if you say this is fa'il, then what's the rest going to become? Because is the word after dhalik, does it have alif lam? So if it has alif lam, that means it's joint, isn't it? That teacher. So try again. But what's after muallim? Muallim al-jadid. But what's after jadid? What's after jadid? Wa. What does wa mean? It's going to be a ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf. And because this is a marfu', this is also marfu'. What's marfu' in the jumlatul fa'liyah? Fa'il. So then the fa'il goes all the way till? This is a super fa'il. You see? Who's coming? Ja means to come. Who came? Who came? Muhammad and that small girl who's Zainab. You see? So it's very simple. We've done all of this, but you get scared. Panicking. Oh no, long sentence. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Stay calm. Stay calm and drink coffee. Stay calm and just, you can do this very easily. Just need to get familiar with it. Okay? Right? فجاء محمد ولد ذلك المعلم الجديد وتلك البنت الصغيرة زينب فاعل. Now what's the main division, the main phrase of this sentence? The wow harf, that's very good. That's where the main part is. So now, so we're going to have to start, if you're not sure, let's start quite low so we don't get stuck in the end. We're going to make this what? Ma'tufun alayhi. Because two people are coming, the ma'tufun alayhi and the harfu atf and the ma'tuf. Right, now we got it broken down. Let's take it step by step now. What is a ma'tuf alayhi? What's a ma'tuf alayhi broken down to? What fills the whole ma'tuf alayhi slot? محمد ولد ذلك المعلم الجديد. What is مضاف مضاف إليه? Is Muhammad مضاف? This is مضاف and this is مضاف إليه, correct? But how does Muhammad link to the word after it? Remember, two words together. Yeah, you're right. What is it? مبدل منه, because Muhammad is being, who's Muhammad? We're giving more information, but it's not an adjective, it's a noun. So we have Muhammad, but who's Muhammad? More information, more description, not in an adjective form, in a noun form. So this becomes the Mubdalun minhu. And then this becomes, who's Muhammad? He is this. That becomes the Badal. Is the Badal one word or more than one word? More than one phrase. So what is it? Waladu dhalika al-muallim al-jadid. That comes afterwards. What comes first? Waladu. What word has no alif lam and no tanween? Mudaf. So this becomes Mudaf. And who's the Mudaf ilay? He's a son of that. And what is that? Ismul Ishara. And what are we pointing at? Al-Muallim al-Jadid. And what's Muallim al-Jadid? It's Mushar alayh, but what's it made up of? Man'ud and Na'at. You see how we can structure this whole thing together? We just have to think where the level. If you don't get the levels right, because this is very important, help you translate. Now you can translate. Now let's finish off. وَتِلْكَ الْبِنْتُ الصَّغِيرَةُ زَيْنَبُ. So how do you break this down? Tilka is going to be. And remember, when you're doing this tarkeeb, you don't want one like the mubdal minhu here and the badal on this level. They have to be in the same line. Because these are you have to be in the same line. Whatever is linked to has to be in the same line. So plan it properly. We do practices. We have lots of practices in stock. Don't worry. Okay. Right now, tilka. What's tilka? Ismul Ishara. And what's musharu ilay? Oh, I got it wrong. See, if I got it wrong, I even confused myself. Trying to be too clever. Look. Tilka al-bintu saghira. Zainab. What's that? Mubdal minhu badal. So tilka al-bintu saghira is that small daughter. And Zainab is the badal. And what's this made up of? Ismul Ishara and Ismul Ishara and Musharun ilay. And what's Musharun ilay made up of? Man'ut Na'at. I've got this one here. I'll leave it on the board so anybody watching at home, they can do it on themselves later on. But I've got a printout for you. So I'm going to want you to print it out and write it up nice and neatly. Okay? And I've got a few exercises I'll give to you, inshallah. Do you understand? So you know these rules. It's a matter of how you lay up. What's the principle? The underlying principle is, you do the blue parts first. If a phrase has a phrase within it, what you have to do is look for that phrase that fills the entire slot above it, or the higher level above it. And then work your way down. So you work your way down for the top part, and then work your way up. Label the biggest section at the bottom, and then look for the slot that fills the entire, look for those phrases that fill the entire slot. Okay? Yes? So for example here, we work top, we got fa'il fa'il at the top. And at the bottom, what do you have? Ma'tufun alayyan. You have ma'tuf alayyan, ma'tuf. Then we look for the phrase that fills the ma'tuf alayyan ma'tuf slot. Then we move them to badal. Then look for the phrase that fills the badal slot, which is mudaf ilay. Then look for the phrase that fills the mudaf ilay slot, which is ismul ishara and musharu ilay. Look for the phrase that fills the musharu ilay slot, which is the man'ut and the na'at. That's how you work. Okay? So you for the معطوف عليه معطوف مبدل منه بدل slot مضاف مضاف إليه slot what fills the مضاف إليه slot what fills the مشار إليه slot until you get to a single word and every word is labeled and then you can translate perfectly. Muhammad, the son of that new teacher, and that small girl Zainab came. فعل فاعل. What's so hard? فعل فاعل. You see how easy it is? This is how the languages work. All very basic things we do, we just put it together. Okay, I'll give you some practice now inshallah, okay? Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.